What's up, boxing fans? This is TBE Boxing, back at you again. Today's topic, Crawford versus Canelo. Canelo must be in the best shape of his life not to get knocked out by Terence Bud Crawford. Let's chop it up and see what it's all about.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak.
On my life.
And he stayed at 147.
You would not stop
too long.
me. You would not stop me.
Okay.
You crazy. What you smoking on? Asmir, hey.
Got the money for marriage, pretty bitch, gotta show me titties. This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? Just like before Richard, huh? And I got the glaze, you gonna ball me, I'ma make you get it. I'ma make you get it.
Okay, boxing fans, let's talk some boxing. We're going to chop it up. So, we have a lot to report today. It looks like we're getting this fight in September. That's the latest news. Breaking news. The fight is going to happen, and it's going to be in September, I believe, in Las Vegas. So that's the breaking news. And, I'm glad to hear it. It looks like Canelo has finally decided that, he's going to take this fight. It took him a while to, get up the, let's just say we are glad to get the fight. Okay, we're not going to say anything about Canelo. Okay, we get the fight. I'm glad we're getting it. Let's go. All right, so let's go to the videotape. We're not going to waste a lot of time. Let's go to the videotape and check some receipts.
I'm here with Canelo for Box Nation. Canelo, His Excellency has named you and Terence Crawford as one of the top 5 fights that he wants to see this year. Is that a fight that you're considering now?
We'll see. We'll see. Everything is possible. We'll see. We want to talk about it, sit down really well, and figure out something.
I know you thought he was kind of a lose-lose situation for you. Do you think he's too small to compete with you?
No, he's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. He's a smart fighter, and I take everything seriously. But we'll see what happens.
Canelo, I hope you make it happen for us, because we want to see it.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, there it is. So Canelo is saying that anything can happen. That Crawford is not too small for him, and that he's a smart fighter, and that he's taking everything seriously. So it looks like Canelo is on board from his own mouth. We're hearing it. He's over there at the Ring Magazine Awards. Took some pictures with Turkey al-Sheikh, okay? And it looks like we'll finally drag Canelo into the ring against Crawford, and we're going to get to see this fight. Now, still, we have a lot of people out there, a lot of delusional people out there talking about, Canelo, or we're not going to get the fight. They don't want to see the fight. I mean, you name it, they're out there saying it, right? So that Crawford is delusional for trying to fight Canelo. Never mind the fact that, another thing they keep talking about is that, Crawford went up and fought Majimov and he didn't knock him out. He didn't look good against Majimov. Okay, so why does he think he can go up and fight Canelo? Well, let's look at it like this. Crawford went up to junior middleweight to fight Majimov, and he won the fight by unanimous decision. Canelo went up to 175 pounds to fight Bivol, and he lost the fight. So who looked worse? I mean, does Canelo? I mean, does going up and win does going up and lose is better than going up and winning? So it doesn't matter how bad Crawford looked. He went up and won, and at the same time, Canelo went up and lost. So those are the facts. But facts don't usually stop delusional people from thinking what they're thinking. And so, they're trying to say, Crawford doesn't look good because he didn't knock out Majimov. But never mind the fact that Canelo went up and almost got knocked out by a Bivol. But yet still they're saying Crawford, didn't look good. But they're not saying anything about Canelo. So, I mean, it's crazy when you think about it. These people are totally delusional. They're not fans of boxing. They're man fans. They don't want to see the Crawford Canelo fight. Okay, they're worried. A lot of them talking. Oh, we worried about Crawford. What are you talking about? You worried about Crawford? If Crawford wanted to fight, why wouldn't you want to fight? Crawford is asking for the fight. Why would you want to deny the man the chance to prove his greatness or to test himself against a guy like Canelo, who a lot of people consider to be, you know, among the top 10 best of this generation, and Crawford being the pound for pound king that he is. So I mean, the pound for pound king, you know, can go up and test himself, and that's what we're going to see. And if he goes up and win, great. If he goes up and lose, then he lost. I mean, you know, I could care less at the end of the day, as long as nobody get hurt. If he goes up there and loses, then he goes up there and loses. At least he tried. He tested himself. I'm going to give him props. And if Canelo wins, he's going to get props as well because he's beating the pound for pound king. So it's a win-win for both of these guys. You know, there's no shame in Canelo losing to the pound for pound king, and there's no shame in the pound for pound king losing to Canelo. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's a great fight for both guys, and it's a legacy fight. So we want to see this fight. You know, the hell with all those people who talk about they don't want to see it, and there's going to be a mismatch, this, that, and the other. I mean, you know, what's going to be a mismatch is that Benavidez versus Morrell fight. That's going to be a mismatch. But anyway, you know, despite all the naysayers, you know, it looks like we're definitely going to get the fight. And we're going to see, you know, what Crawford is really made of. And we're going to see what Canelo is really made of. So, yeah, this is a great news, people. Fantastic news, you know, that this fight is happening. You know, a lot of the, you know, now we're seeing people talking about the fact that, Canelo says he's going to beat Crawford easy. Well, we're going to see if that's going to happen. Let's see if Canelo can beat Crawford easy. Me personally, I already picked, you know, what I think is going to happen. I already made my pre-fight analysis. Even though I'm going to be doing more as the fight get closer, but so far I got Crawford winning by KO by the 11th round. Okay, I think he's going to KO Canelo. I don't see any reason why he can't. I mean, if Mayweather, a much smaller guy than Crawford, and doesn't punch anywhere near as hard as Crawford, if he was able to keep Canelo at bay with his power, then what do you think Crawford's going to be able to do with his power? And the fact that he's standing, you know, he has a double stance fighting style, orthodox and southpaw. So I think he's going to give Canelo all kinds of trouble in there, you know. And you know, we could possibly see this knockout in, you know, by the 11th round. But you know, we got to wait and see how everything plays out. But yeah, congratulations to Crawford for getting the fight. Okay, he get a chance to test himself against Canelo Alvarez, and we are going to see if Crawford is as good as he think he is, or if Canelo is as good as he thinks he is. So yeah, great news, people. Great news. You know, unlike some of these fans out there who don't want to see the best fights. I want to see the best fights. Winner, I don't care if my guy win or if my guy lose. If my guy loses, he loses. If the guy I'm thinking is going to win, it loses, then he loses. I'm doing analysis, and based on the boxer's skills, technical abilities, and I base the winner and losers on that alone. I mean, you know, I might like a certain style, fighter's style of fighting. Like I like boxing. You know, I'm more, I'm more like boxing than slugging. I'm not a big fan of people standing in front of each other and just slugging it out. I never liked that kind of style of boxing. I'm more of a hit and not get hit type of style that I like. And Crawford fits that style just like Mayweather did. Okay, and those are the fighters that I basically take boxing over punching or slugging any day. Okay, I always go for the boxer because I think skills pays the bills. Okay, so it is what it is, and we're going to see this fight, and I'm glad that we're going to see it. It's good for boxing. It's the biggest fight in boxing right now, and a lot of people are looking forward to this fight. On another note, we're going to move forward and talk a little bit about Devin Haney and what's going on with him. It looked like he's coming back and saying, you know, I hear him talking that he wants
in IFL TV with a double Haney, Bill Haney, right, Devin Haney.
Check it out.
Just first of all, go to you, Bill. How important was it for Devin and you to be here today at the Ring Magazine Awards?
Oh, it's very important. You know, London has showed us love. He had a really important meeting, but to come in and have a open workout, I mean, and to get all the love, I mean, shit, it speaks for itself. It speaks volumes.
Devin, we spoke to Ryan Garcia. He said he really wants that fight with you next. He said there's discussions.
He's telling lies. He does not want to fight, and it's cap. He's just talking.
What's your discussions been like with Turkey Al Sheikh?
A big 2025. We got a lot of plans, a lot of fights that could be made. Ryan Garcia, that's a fight that we want to make, but Ryan Garcia doesn't want to make the fight.
Turkey pulled Oscar's skirt up. You know what I mean? They don't want to. He's walked down this carpet, said that he doesn't want to make the fight happen, and he knows that the world.
Okay, so basically, it looks like Devin Haney's on the hunt again. He's hunting for Ryan Garcia. They're trying to make that fight. Ryan Garcia looks like he wants to duck the fight, and basically the reason he's using is that he doesn't want to do VADA testing. Now, it's not, it's ironic that the guy that got caught and admitted that he cheated against Devin Haney in the first fight, he got caught by VADA. So now he doesn't want VADA because he doesn't want to get caught again. Okay, he wants to use USADA, But the thing about USADA and the difference between USADA and VADA is that VADA is more comprehensive and they test for more substances. Okay, and this is what Ryan Garcia don't want. He doesn't want to get caught again like he got caught the first time. With VADA. So he's trying to say that, I want to be able to bring in my own. No. You're a cheater. You're a convicted cheater. Why is anybody going to trust you to bring in your own testing regime? Or, no. Either you go with VADA or the fight don't happen. Simple as that. Because VADA has been proven that they've caught you the first time. You cheated and you've been lying as well. So you're a liar and a cheater, Ryan Garcia. Now you want people to trust you to have your own testing. No. I'm sorry. That's like putting the fox in the hen house. That's ridiculous. Okay? You're not in any position to be making any demands about what's going on. So as far as I'm aware, the Turkey Al Sheikh uses VADA. So it's not even Devin Haney that's saying that. It's Turkey Al Sheikh. So if you want to fight, you're going to have to go with VADA. So what I'm hearing right now is that Ryan has decided that he doesn't want to fight because he doesn't want to get tested with VADA. Now, we might get the fight anyway because a lot of people are not realizing that this lawsuit that Devin Haney got against Ryan Garcia is a very important lawsuit because within the lawsuit, one condition of the lawsuit is that Ryan Garcia must give Devin Haney the rematch. So basically, the lawsuit, Devin Haney is suing to get the rematch by law, right? So that they want to force Ryan Garcia to take the rematch because without the court forcing Ryan to take the rematch, he's not going to do it. As we can see, because we hear Oscar De La Hoya talking about, we don't need to see the fight again. Ryan Garcia can fight Teofimo. He can fight somebody else. He doesn't have to fight Devin. So we don't want to revisit the fight because we don't see no reason to do it. So that's basically where they're standing. They don't want the rematch. They want to keep, they want to cheat and move on, basically. Now, a lot of people thinking that, that the lawsuit is going to get in the way of the fight happening. That's not true. Without the lawsuit, there will be no fight. Okay, that's the facts. And and lately we're hearing Ryan Garcia have said that maybe the fight can happen, but they're gonna have to do some things first. They're gonna have to get rid of the lawsuit because if he's not gonna fight nobody that's suing him. Well, let's just take a look at what Ryan Garcia's lawyers are saying about the lawsuit because remember, Ryan Garcia made a $75 million countersuit against Devin Haney. And let's see what's in Ryan Garcia's countersuit. Let's take a quick look. We're going to look at some receipts. Okay, so there it is. Ryan Garcia files countersuit against Devin Haney and his father. Right? So when we look at this countersuit, people, let's see what Ryan Garcia's lawyers are saying. Okay, I'm going to underline it. I'm going to highlighted, I should say, and see it right there, right? So it says here, the law. This is the countersuit, right? This is Ryan Garcia's lawyers, Craig Weiner and Rena Jane, and this is what they're saying in their countersuit against the lawsuit being filed by Devin Haney and his dad. Quote: the lawsuit is being used for perverse purposes to force Garcia into a rematch, to cause him economic harm, to damage his reputation, to encourage unwarranted investigations, and to obtain media attention, Garcia's attorney Craig Weiner and Rena Jane said of the Haneys. So there it is, people. That's the. I mean, it can't get any clearer than that. So according to Ryan Garcia's lawyer, the Haneys are using the lawsuit to force Garcia into a rematch. There it is, in black and white. This is in the countersuit, right? So basically, what what Ryan Garcia's lawyer is trying to do, they're trying to stop the rematch from happening. Okay, that's what they're trying to do, because that's what the lawsuit is requiring, for there to be a rematch. Okay, and so they don't want this rematch. So they're trying to get the lawsuit stopped so that they don't have to rematch Devin Haney. And so that's why you see Ryan Garcia coming out and saying, "Oh, we couldn't have the fight, but we might be able to have the fight, but they have to get rid of the lawsuit." Because at the end of the day, if Devin Haney get rid of the lawsuit, then Ryan Garcia is going to say, "I'm not going to rematch you, and that's it." But with the lawsuit, he's going to be forced to rematch Devin Haney, and so that's what he's trying to. That's what he's afraid of. That's why he's making all these moves. Trying to get the rematch dismissed, or trying to get the lawsuit dismissed, because he doesn't want the rematch. Okay, because the rematch is going to have to happen under VADA. Okay, under VADA testing. So this is what it is. So all of these narratives, all this talk about fighting Teofimo and the like, it's just all a cover. Basically, what he's trying to do is escape the rematch with Devin Haney and trying to act like the lawsuit is standing in the way of the rematch, when in actuality, the lawsuit is actually forcing the rematch. Okay, so for the people out there that don't understand what's going on, I just gave you the receipts right there. There's nothing else to be said about that. The bottom line is that this lawsuit must go forward if we're going to get this fight, because if the lawsuit doesn't go forward, Ryan Garcia is going to duck. Okay, that's basically what's going to happen. So there it is. Now, Teofimo. Wow, what can I say about Teofimo? Teofimo was totally crashed out, basically. He running around talking a whole bunch of nonsense. He went to the Ring Magazine Award. He carried his belt with him, his Ring Magazine belt. I've never seen anything like this in my life. The guy is going around parading his belt to anybody that can see it. He's showing it to everybody. Nobody else is doing anything as ridiculous as that. Okay, but Teofimo, he's trying to validate himself, talking about, he doesn't want to fight Matias because Matias is not worthy. At the end of the day, Teofimo doesn't seem to have much sense. The guy seems to be dim-witted at best, slow in the head. When he talks, nothing but nonsense come out of his mouth. He doesn't know how to put two words together. Nothing he says make any sense whatsoever. The guy is totally out of it, man. I mean, he done totally destroyed his career. He doesn't have any fan base anymore. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, the only fan base that Teofimo really ever had was the black fan base, and he threw that away with his racist comments and all this racial animosity that he had toward black fighters. So he's still out there talking about Top Rank and keep their fighters because they're not doing right by him. So basically, when he talk about their fighters, he's talking about the black fighters, because all these guys are out there accomplishing things, while all Teofimo is doing is ducking, fights and talking and making racial comments and sabotaging his brand. These guys have no business sense whatsoever. So now, he's on there talking about how, he wants to be more into the social media this year. He doesn't want to, so he wants to be a social media star first, and then become a focus on the boxing. So he wants to focus on social media first, like Ryan Garcia did it, because Ryan Garcia built his fan base in social media first, and then came into boxing like Jake Paul and the rest of these guys. So that's the route that he wants to take. Basically, what Teofimo is saying, that he doesn't really want to fight any real fights. He just wants to fight, exhibition fights like what Jake Paul is doing. Just exhibitions where he can fight, UFC guys, basketball players, cab drivers, truck drivers, and social media personalities and whatever else. So that way, he doesn't take any risk. So basically, Teofimo doesn't really have anywhere to go. Top Rank is tired of him. They want to get rid of him by now, I would think, because he's not really doing anything. I guess I'm not sure why he went to. I don't think he was invited over there by Turkey Al-Sheikh. He's just over there, basically trying to crash into the events, basically. Like somebody, who's trying to crash a party that wasn't invited, but you're trying to sneak into the party anyway. So that's basically what Teofimo is doing right now, trying to make himself relevant again after he basically destroyed his career, okay, with the ridiculous and silly comments he's making. So basically, he's jealous of all these guys like Crawford, Hitchens, Haney, excuse me, all the guys that's making moves in their divisions, right? While Teofimo is basically just standing still because he can't seem to get control of his mouth, right? And the guy is basically, there's no other words to describe it, but the guy is dumb. He's a dummy. So, basically, what he should do is keep his mouth shut, get himself a spokesperson that will do the talking for him. Him and his father should keep their mouth shut, okay? So Teofimo is out there talking about how he, lately he's been drinking and he's been smoking and, he has lost focus and, but he stopped that now for 2025. So God only knows what this guy's out there doing, okay? The guy is obviously is not really focused on his career at this point. He must have other issues that's, bothering him. He keeps talking about his wife and, he keeps talking about, he wants I think he wants some woman to walk him out in his next fight, and it's just business. But at first, but you never know what could come of it. This guy is totally off the chain. The guy is totally confused. I don't think his father is any help. His father is probably worse than he is, and they're basically two peas in a pod, and have done their share in the destruction of Teofimo's career that started off, so it was he had a great start, but wasn't able to maintain the momentum, and now he's basically crashing out by the side of the road. So this is where we are with Teofimo. So with that said, people, I'm going to move on. We're going to leave it there because, again, I'm excited about the fact that we're going to get this fight with Crawford. We get to see the fight. It's going to happen, and I'm looking forward to it, and everyone else should be looking forward to it as well. So with that said, people, I'm going to leave it there. This is TBE Boxing saying I'm out.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak.
On my
and,
life.
And he stayed at 147.
You would not stop
too long.
me. You would not stop me.
Okay.
You're crazy. What's you smoking on? Hey.
Got the money for minutes, pretty bitch, gotta show me titties. This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? This is the life that I chose, huh? On the block with the pole, huh? That's life before riches, huh? And I got the glitzy, wanna ball me, I'ma make you get it. I'ma make you get it.